Davis up here to kind of let you know a little bit from the boots on the ground.
This guy's from
So
Harnett County.
Just to take a second, real quick now, we've got this candlelight lit. And just truly remember the man that is in that picture right there, and the fact that he was just no longer able to be here to support us. And let's keep this word moving, get this out there. Draw the people with kindness and peaceful, just like the boy's whole purpose was. So, thanks for coming, everybody. Tom Davis.
You're welcome.
No, you need to use it because there's a lot of people.
Use it, Tom.
Yeah. Squeeze the trigger.
Hi guys, Patty from Harnett County. I just been involved with Lisa. We got Hammond to pick up back to now, and Lisa. We got it all secured. I got some other vehicles. I was down in the refuge the other day, getting vehicles, and that for the guys. And I seen a lot of destruction done, but not by the Hammond group, but by the federal government. There was arrowheads. They had little flags, little wooden flags on fire everywhere, where they took the arrowheads and scattered them. They scattered them over top of, they dug a septic system, a 400-foot leach line, 4 lines, and a septic system. They had them scattered over there. My question to the Burns Paiute is, where was the outrage when the government was digging in your so-called sacred burial ground, your artifacts? Where was the outrage when they were digging up your so-called sacred ground? Where was the outrage when they were building a building? They took this building site, they raised it up about 7 feet from the ground. It's built up quite high. But they found artifacts in there first, so they brought in a blade to level out the ground, disturbing the artifacts. Then they brought in machines to incorporate the soils, to make a sturdy solid base to build that building. And all this is on top of an artifact burial ground that the Paiute natives are describing right now as they're offended to. Where was the outrage? They built a road on top of the hill and took out the corner down a 25-mile corner on the side house line and just Princeton narrow the road. They took out the corner and did a straight cut. Went across native artifacts and everything. Where was the outrage? The FBI dug, I call them pits, shoot pits, to kill any of the militia that came in that night. And they dug these pits, and they're trying to say Hammond and them dug them. Sorry, I was there before, right before the boys were killed. And there was no pits dug. Hammond and those guys never dug no pits. It was dug by the FBI in control of the poor people. And these are shooting positions on a blind corner. We all know about blind corners now. The government's famous for blind corners. To catch the militia when they were responding to rescue David Fry and them. So this is all set up by the government to try to discredit the Bundys. So I'm just letting you guys know. That Bundys never did destruction. The Bundys repaired, cleaned, community service on the refuge. The refuge, I've been down there in the bunkhouse when the firefighters were in the bunkhouse. They were messed. Teenage boys are pigs. You've been around teenage boys, you all know they're pigs. The bunkhouse is totally trash for teenage boys. But there was no outrage from the federal government over the destruction of the government facility. Now there is. So this is stuff that's been going on. So don't believe all the reports you hear from the news media. I'm sorry to say, OBB and everybody that said that they tried to destroy stuff. They did not. They respected the culture of the Native Americans. They invited the Paiute Nation to the refuge to claim their artifacts. I read the search report of the FBI, search and seizure report. In paragraph 1, column E, it states, to recover all artifacts belonging to all here National Wildlife Refuge and or DLM federal government. Nowhere did I see artifacts of the Native Americans. The government claims all the artifacts. They do not belong to the people. We need to return these artifacts back to the people that they originally came from. The best viewing of artifacts I've ever seen is the Malheur Refuge employees, personnel at home. Government wants to get antiquity act, go visit their homes. You'll find a lot more artifacts. now. But this is stuff that the news, KTU2, Channel 2 News had it on with Kennedy from the tribe, came up here and did a big thing about stopping Arlington, destroying our history. It's their history too. We are one people. We are people, black, white, Chinese, Japanese. We are one nation. We are one nation that's got to come together. These guys over here are public land. It is public land. We want to maintain public land.
Amen.
Government is shutting down roads. They're shutting down land. You can't go and trespass on their personal land. All your refuge is one of them. I've had a lot of people. We've got one guy that works for all here refuge that lives down there that's convicted Catholic. He will cut the fences and turn your cows into the refuge. You go on to get the refuge, your cows, the cops come and tell you you're trespassing, get off the refuge. So the refuge is not private, it's not public property, it's private. It's owned by the government. So their signs over there with the birds, with the private public land, is farce. We don't have public land. Right now we can go on it, but once the government gets full control of it, there will not be no public land. It'll be private. The birds are best viewing of the birds. Mohill Refuge used to have a pamphlet that said that. Stated best viewing of the birds was on nearby ranches. Go down there right now. When the snowbird geese are coming through, you'll have cars stopped, birders stopped along the road. Traffic hazards pulling out in front of you to view the birds on the ranches. Because the birds need to have that fresh green grass, not that bulky old grass that's out in the ranches. Mismanagement is a good thing for the government. Mismanagement of our forest, timber industry, our timber up there above Silver Creek and now, I've got pictures, here's a tinderbox, ready to go. We will destroy hundreds of millions of dollars worth of timber in the next fire. Last fire in that country was 167,000 acres. Had a BLM start a fire. They were out playing around joyriding. Got stuck, had a converter start a fire, burned 5,000 acres. Where the pickup they were in. Nobody was terrorism. Nobody's getting charged with domestic terrorism.
Right.
But the Hammonds, with the backburn, keeping their fire from hitting their place, is charged with that domestic terrorist charge for 137 acres.
Yeah.
Dwight and Stephen are good men. I've known them for many years. They'll give you the sweat off their back. I've had in positions where I've had no money, I had to get cows to market to get paid bills paid. Dwight did it for free. That's the type of man it was. $500 worth of transportation, he did it for free. And that Susie just had a hip surgery. People pray for Susie. She's in that bad spot. All the men are gone. And that.
I know.
So, same with
That's the
Bundy.
bad part.
Well, I got no
All the men are gone, all the
So we
women,
got-
all them
we
kids.
got no
So I know that Tom's going to speak more down in sales as well. We have to cut Tom short here just because we got to get through this and get on to the next one. No disrespect to him, but he has a lot of really good information. So
Yes, he
I'd like to hear
does.
more from him.
God love
Come on
him.
down to the Salem area and call ahead. Get everybody down there as well. We're going down there next. So.
Excited too. Yes, ma'am, we are. I'll see you there, my brother.
Tom, for all that great information. Like you said, when we get done here, we're all headed
This is
down.
Bob from the police signing off.